And so if you haven't heard, guys, we've actually done our second instalment of our calendar. So 2025, pecs on the beach. So come and have a quick look down here, Leo, just so you can have a bit of a browse of the front cover. So yeah, if you haven't jumped online and bought one already, they are available. Or if you are in Melbourne, come into the clinic in person and you can get some of this. So
that's your best job.
Yeah, there it is. There's my best work. The mo's looking
best.
really strong there, isn't it? G'day guys, Jason and Ninja here. Today we're doing an acute lower back treatment. So this will look a bit different to what we normally do. We might do some strokes. So Ninja's had a little spasm himself, but this is a real life sort of treatment and demonstration of what we might do. So having a little spasm around this part of the back. So we're just going to start on the sacrum here. So just a little bit lower. We're going to sink in and just hold some pressure there. So when the lower back spasms and locks up, sometimes you get clients that come in, or you might be suffering them yourself and you go, oh, I want to go and get a deep treatment. But sometimes when your body's in that really acute phase, so maybe that first day, if you've just done it at the gym or at work, or even sometimes the second day, it's still a bit too early to really go in and hammer it and go really heavy on it, because the body's in that state to try and protect itself, because it feels like something's going to happen if it wasn't to spasm and lock up. So it's happened for a reason. So if we go in and try and really go too heavy and too hard, sometimes it feels good at the time when you're getting deep pressure in there, but then we've had the time where clients trying to get up off the table, because you've taken that stability away, because the muscles have spasmed to protect that area. When you take that away, they try and move and they're almost like locked up even worse, because they feel like they've got instability around their spine and around that lower back. So the key to this is just slow, constant pressure, but not too deep. So I'm not going too deep here. I'm applying a nice force that Ninja sort of feels like something's happening, but I'm not really pushing to the depth where if it was more of a chronic, ongoing, just really tight muscles and tissues, then I could go a lot heavier, start to use my elbow, and start to maneuver through a bit more. But when it's more of an acute issue, it's more just holding space for the person. You're sort of just getting them to try and calm their nervous system down, because you're sort of in that fight and flight mechanism where your body's trying to hold on and stabilize itself. So this happened, 2 days ago, or day and a half ago, Ninja?
Yeah, day and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's still pretty acute. He's been moving around and trying to do a little bit, but he just still feels that the lower back's quite stiff and locked up. So we don't want to hammer it, but we just want to start to introduce some pressure to it, just to see if we can get some of that tension out of there. We don't want to take it away completely, just in case that's what his body needs at this time. But we can alleviate some of the pain by just doing some of these slow, gentle scoops. That's why we've started on the sacrum as well. We don't go straight to the source of that acute pain. We just want to see what it feels like around that area, and then we can work into it a bit more. And so if you haven't heard, guys, we've actually done our second instalment of our calendar. So 2025, pecs on the beach. So come and have a quick look down here, Leo, just so you can have a bit of a browse of the front cover. So yeah, if you haven't jumped online and bought one already, they are available. Or if you are in Melbourne, come into the clinic in person and you can get some of this. So
that's your best job.
Yeah, there it is. There's my best work. The mo's looking
best.
really strong there, isn't it? So there it is, guys. So yeah, only $29.95 this year. So we've dropped the price from last year. And yeah, so it's a great calendar. We feel really proud that we've done it. It's a lot even better than last year's. So we feel like it's a bit more colourful and a bit brighter and a bit more us. So yeah, if you're in the market for it, jump online and have a purchase.
And they can win some prizes.
They can win some prizes. You can win, if you're overseas or international, you can get 12 online consults with us, video calls, or with the four of us. Or if you just prefer one, we can do one-on-one. And you can also win access to our online fitness courses as well. So yeah, we can get you fit and strong and healthy from over here. So yeah, it's a good prize on offer.
And if they're here in Melbourne, they can get treatments, can't they?
That's right. You can win a year's worth of treatment. You can win free lift club and sprint club for the whole year, and unlimited infrared saunas for the whole year as well. So it's a pretty big prize again. But again, this year we've done it a bit different. So there's not just one prize, there is 10 prizes. So even if you don't win the first prize, there is all the way down to 10. you can win 1 free treatment if you get 10. So at least you still get something, and that's $29.95 for a free hour treatment. That's pretty good value, I'd say, Ninj.
Correct. It is. Just the calendar alone.
That's right. You can look at Ninj for, I think, 4 months of the year, and then the others,
in the group photos.
In the group photos.
We've got 5 group ones, haven't we, or something?
I think so, yes.
Oh, including the cover. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, and then the other ones are all doubled up. You and Das are the main feature.
Aaron. I was running this year. I had a bit of a performance. So, got a few more gigs. But anyway, there it is. That's the 2025 calendar. Back to Ninja's lower back. Good smooth transition there. So we've now moved into more of our traditional lower back money spot. So just where the spine meets the pelvis there. So I'm angling my pressure back in. I've still kept that similar pressure to what I had when I was on the sacrum. And I'm just sort of slightly changing my angle, seeing if Ninja feels anything when I push more down that way into the pelvis, or if it's more when I come back and go straight down towards the table. So we're just, again, holding pressure. And I can almost do, like, by raising my fingers up, it's almost like doing a mini scoop and just changing where the pressure is. Alright, so we're just sinking slowly there. And just slowly moving my body weight around. Yeah, sometimes these acute ones, you don't need big flowing strokes. You just need to hold a little bit of pressure just so it gets the body into that calmer state. And Ninja can sort of breathe into it, relax. He can guide me a little bit if it feels good. If it feels too traumatic, then we might just move on and not even touch that area. So it's going with what the person on the table is giving feedback to us, but also our own knowledge as a practitioner, because sometimes the person on the table wants that intense pressure and wants that deep pain, because that might be what they're used to. But yeah, in our case, knowing what has happened previously, yeah, it's not always the best option to just smash that acute lower back. So how are you feeling there on the table, Ninj?
Yeah, good. We can kind of give them some insight in what happened just before the video. Like, he was sort of doing a little bit of assessment on me, just holding some spots, and there was a good clunk.
Got a little click in there, which sometimes you get through the thoracic spine a bit more, but lower back don't tend to get too many cracks. But I was just doing this same stroke that I'm doing here, just holding, and we just felt a little click or pop.
A deep movement,
Ninj felt like that was a good release for him, so maybe something was spasmed and just slightly twisted in there. So just by holding a bit of pressure, we might have just got that little bit of a release around the joint that he needed.
Yep. So it wasn't forced, it was...
and it was probably after I was just doing a bit of an assessment, so I was probably holding it for similar time to what I was holding that, 2 to 5 minutes, and then we just got a little, pop or click. So... We weren't trying to force it, but it just, Ninja's body was able to relax a bit more. So we've just moved a little bit higher. Doesn't feel as bad up there, but it still feels like a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit there.
Just those erectors that run the full length of your back. So even just moving up here and doing a bit of a, not a manipulation, but just holding pressure, and my other hand I can push the opposite side. So just counter straining on the other side, just to see if there is any little bit of a twist. We might get another crack a bit higher up here. And we'll slowly sink out of there. Move up again. Sink back in. Does feel pretty tight when I'm pushing up there. Good. That's it, Ninj. You can even see, before the video, these erectors were really quite prominent and quite taut and tight, but I can see that there's already quite a lot of tone taken out of them, and they're a lot less raised. So if you come around the front here, Leo, normally what we could see when the video started, you might even be able to see it on this side that I haven't treated as much, is a bit more raised through here, where this one sort of dropped off a bit more. So that's good. We were able to calm some of those erectors down and just take some of the tone out of it. Just moving up the back here now. And sinking out. So we're just doing these little sink in and sink back out. Feel like I can put a little bit more in there. How's it feel up there, Ninja?
Yeah, good. It's necessary or
Yeah.
good for me.
That's it. So we're just holding and holding space there. Letting Ninja breathe. I can just, by lean my body weight away, it's just forming a little bit of a scoop there. Or if I want to push straight down, I can lean over. So it's just a slight change of angle, changes the pressures of where we're moving those tissues. And we sink out of there. So we'll come around and I might do a little bit on this other side, just to even him out. And just see what we feel over here. So again, just going to go to that money spot and just hold there. So not pushing too hard, again, respecting the body and what it needs to go through. Feel it's a little bit tight there. So muscles are just pushing back into my pressure a bit more.
That feels good.
Feels relevant.
Yeah.
So it's not too overpowering. So just feel like that sort of comfort pressure, just being held there. Maybe if I just angle a bit that way. So yeah, you've got to be able to adapt as a practitioner. You can't just have the one approach that is going to work for everything. You need to, every person is different. So yeah, you can go in with the mindset of, okay, this is what I might do, but once you get the person on the table, they might not be able to handle any pressure in the lower back. So you need to be able to have a plan A, plan B, plan C, everything. Sometimes you might just get people just trying to do some calming breaths. So just getting them to deep breath in, deep breath out, try and calm their nervous system down. A lot of the time I might get them lying on their back and just treat through the front of their hips, through their hip flexors, iliacus, psoas, quads, groins. If their back is too tender or really too acute that I don't think they're going to get much benefit out of treating the back. So, Ninja felt like that's what he needed and that it was good, ready to go for a little bit of that gentle pressure. But if this was yesterday, maybe it would have been too soon. So we might have just done some treatment through the front of the hips to offload that front side of the pelvis, and that can also relieve some of that tension in the lower back. So you've got to be able to have different plans with different people. You can't just come in with the same approach all the time. Feels like it's already calmed down a bit there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit out wider.
Feels good.
Yeah, so it might not be the most fascinating online treatment you've ever seen, but it's real. This is what you need to do. So, we're not just going to do a moving stroke for the sake of it. This is what real life treatment looks like. So, we wanted to show you that. This is as close as it gets to getting a real life client on the table when one of us might have a little niggle or something pop up.
Yeah, we're lucky, aren't we?
That's right, yeah. Got the others to be able to look after us.
Yeah, support us.
So we'll just start to work up a little bit higher.
And just what Jace did there, how he came out slowly, that's a really important thing to remember, especially when you got acute lower backs.
Yeah, so as important as the sink in is, the sink out is just as important. Because if I just rip the Band-Aid off and the body goes from having pressure to having nothing, that can reintroduce that spasm state. Because you've sort of pulled out too quickly, and you haven't given the person time to release that pressure.
Yeah.
So it's a slow sink out. So I'm releasing the pressure from this part of my palm, and then I'm starting to lift my body weight off, and then we're out that way. So it's a really slow sink out. With our normal treatment, it is quite slow, but even slower when it's an acute response. See how we go moving up there. I'm just going to twist around and see how it goes with a bit of pressure on both sides. Just lean away. I reckon one higher might be good for Ninja here.
Yeah.
Just in there.
Good.
Feels a bit tighter there.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit there.
It's all good.
Just little wiggles as well. And then we might do one more just above that spot. So I feel like this one just needs to be held for a little bit. Those middle erectors are quite tight. So I'm just going to sit here. Just getting to take a couple of slow breaths in and out. And then just trying to get a little bit of a scoop there, so push away. Alright, there it is guys. So yeah, if you're having acute lower back pain, this is the sort of treatment you might need, or if you're a practitioner out there and yeah, you don't get many acute cases, this is what you need to do. Just slow and steady, go with what the person needs, and yeah, you'll help them out. Thanks guys, see you next time.
Buy a calendar.
Done.